Hey humans, welcome back to the Good Doggo, the channel dedicated to loving our furry friends. Today we're talking about 9 ways you could be harming your pup without even realizing it. All dog owners want the best for their pup. You want your dog to live a long and healthy life. But someone once told me, you don't know what you don't know. So let's get into how you could be accidentally harming your canine companion. 1. Obesity. Psychology Today discovered that 30 to 60% of dog owners do not walk their dogs on a regular basis. According to the Association for Pet Obesity Prevention, 53% of dogs are overweight. Knowing what's in their food and what your dog responds to is also vital. For the longest time, we were feeding our pup Lana food with chicken in it without realizing she was allergic to it. This caused her to bloat and gain 10 pounds even though we were exercising her. Once we changed her food formula, the weight melted off. Like humans, our pups need 20 minutes of cardio per day. It strengthens their joints, bones, and helps avoid obesity-caused diseases. Exercise also helps to stimulate digestion and healthy bowel movements. A great way to keep them running even if you're not is a doggy daycare. A good daycare will have them out and about all day while you work. Another great service is WAG. You can find affordable and vetted pet caregivers to help give your pup some daily exercise. 2. Scolding your pup. Even though scolding might feel good for you, the reality is it does more harm than good for your pup's mental state. Scolding causes confusion, increases fear, and causes training problems. If you're trying to get Spot to stop jumping on people, yelling at him when someone comes over might temporarily stop the action, but it won't teach him new behavior. You need to teach them the correct behavior you want them to do before the real-life situation happens. So reward them for not jumping when someone enters during mock sessions, and when you invite guests over, they won't jump. Let's say you come home to find trash everywhere and yell at Spot. The truth is your dog doesn't have a clue what you're barking about, pun intended. The better way to fix the problem is to identify the source of why your dog is acting out. Is Spot going through the trash because it was left out? Separation anxiety? Once you identify why, you can work on fixing the source of the problem rather than scolding them for the symptom. 3. Not socializing them early enough. When dogs come into contact with unknown situations, they can act fearful or aggressive. When you socialize your dog at an early age, they're exposed to more daily life situations and won't lash out as much. A well-socialized pup develops into a safer, more relaxed, and enjoyable pet to have around. This allows you to experience puppy playdates, dog park days, and fun hiking trips. They'll also be accepted into daycares and puppy boarding hotels if you ever need to leave for an extended period. The best way to socialize them early is with puppy training classes. The next best time to start socializing is now. Fear of taking our pup out because they might misbehave is what we want to avoid. 4. Lazy training. Training a dog takes time, patience, and repetition. Most dogs take 1 to 2 weeks to master a basic skill like sit or go to their place, and learning other skills takes even longer. Furthermore, as puppies, you don't want to train more than 15 minutes at a time because they can get distracted and won't absorb what you're teaching. Most people want well-trained dogs, but struggle with the time and patience it takes to get them to that level. This leads to owners outsourcing to professionals. But the problem with this method is the owner still has a huge responsibility. A professional dog trainer can start the dog down the right path, but it's up to the owner to continue it. Most trainers will tell you that a big part of their job is training the owner on how to continue with all the progress they were able to make. The main reason we train dogs is for their own safety. If a dog doesn't listen to your commands, this increases the risk of injury or death when they refuse to obey a command that could save their life. Be sure to take training all the way to the end, and you'll experience the best benefits that being a dog owner has to offer. 5. Running free in the car or truck bed. The American Humane Society reports that 100,000 dogs die each year from riding in truck beds, and that doesn't include deaths from falling out of windows or debris hitting their faces. I know how much pups love to feel the wind beneath their ears. But when it comes to their safety, it's best to invest in a pup seatbelt or kennel during car rides. If your dog gets anxious, iCalm Pet makes music to keep your dog calm in the car. You can stream it wherever you get music. Just look up their playlists. 6. Poisonous plants. Humans love to garden, but there are many common household plants that are poisonous to dogs. We'll leave a link in the description from the ASPCA that lists all the toxic plants for dogs. Some common ones are lilies, aloe, and cannabis. All these lead to failure of organs or depressed nervous systems. 7. Toads. My black lab loves to run around and hunt for squirrels, lizards, and frogs in our backyard. But there are certain species of toads that are highly toxic. The marine toad is the most lethal. If left untreated, dogs poisoned by these toads will die. They don't have to eat the toad either. Just holding it in their mouth can be poisonous. In addition, even drinking water that had a toad in it can be toxic to dogs as well. The poison comes from the steroid compound found in the toad's parotid glands and skin. Contact with the mucous membranes or ingestion can result in severe, immediate drooling, followed by an elevated temperature, difficulty breathing, seizures, and even death. If you suspect your pet mouthed, licked, or ingested a toad, rinse the mouth out immediately and call your veterinarian or pet poison helpline for immediate life-saving advice. 8. Leaving your human meds out. Whoa, hold up on giving your pup some Advil for pain relief. Human prescribed and over-the-counter medicine contributes to some of the most common reasons for vet visits. And in most cases, they were in a Ziploc bag, but they can be chewed through and even look like treats to your pup. Human medications appeal to dogs because they enjoy licking the sweet outer coating found on the pills. The best bet is to store all medication out of sight. Check the link in the description for a list of poisonous human medications. 9. Household car and cleaning products. Believe it or not, one of the most common types of pet poisoning are household cleaning products. They smell sweet, probably a lot like your pup, who also loves sweet things. But in this case, sweet is poison. For example, the ethylene glycol found in antifreeze is lethal. And while I'm sure most of you aren't feeding your pets antifreeze, the most common ways pets ingest it is through leaks, spills, or drippings from the car. Be sure to check your driveways and garages if you think there might be a leak, and always clean up spills after using the container. Do you know of any other ways you could be accidentally harming your pup without realizing it? Please leave a comment below. Check the description for the number for pet poison control. Keep loving your good doggo, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome doggo content.